In a meeting with the Major General Hisham Al-Suwaifi, the head of the Armed Forces Engineering Authority, Presidential Advisor for the Urban Planning Amir Sayyid Ahmed, and a number of top executives, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi tackled the latest developments of a number of national mega projects. Here are the details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi followed up on the executive situation of the ongoing projects carried out by the Armed Forces Engineering Authority. This came during a meeting with Major General Hisham Al-Suwaifi, the head of the Armed Forces Engineering Authority, the Presidential Advisor for the Urban Planning, Amir Sayyid Ahmed, Major General Ahmed Al-Azzazi, the General Director of the Mega Projects Department, and a number of top executives. Presidential spokesman Bassam Radi said that the meeting reviewed the current situation of the floods protection projects in South Sinai, as the head of state gave his directives to implement an accurate engineering plan to protect the area and in the same time to benefit from the stored water, as well as preserving the unique geographical nature of the area. The president also tackled the construction works in the access and roads inside Greater Cairo, as well as the markets complexes which are due to be held in a number of Cairo suburbs. The president directed the executives to study the needs of the citizens regarding those markets and logistics and services through the social dialogues conducted with the government and the suburbs officials. Radi added that the meeting meanwhile discussed the latest developments of the national projects implemented in the new administrative capital, namely the Strategic Command Center, the Egyptian Olympic City, the Art City, and Egypt's Mosque. Addressing the Tokyo International Conference on the African Development, the TCAD 8, on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has called for supporting the African countries by providing them with stimulus packages to boost the economies amid food and energy crises. Madbouli also thanked Japan for the efforts to render the TCAD successful and congratulated the Tunisian President Kais Saied on the excellent organization of the gathering. Madbouli also highlighted a number of economic challenges that severely affected the African continent, calling for boosting cooperation between Japan and the African states to achieve sustainable development. Meanwhile, the Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida pledged $30 billion over 3 years for Africa in a virtual address to the gathering. Earlier, Tunisian President Kais Saied received the Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, as well as a number of participants of the heads of states and delegations, before inaugurating the opening session of the TCAD 8. The Tunisian president expressed the appreciation for the high-level Egyptian participation in the conference. Meanwhile, Madbouli also discussed with the Japanese counterpart Fumio Kishida through the video conference bilateral ties and the issues of mutual interest on the sidelines of the TCAD 8. Madbouli also offered condolences over the death of the late Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who contributed to promoting the level of partnership between Egypt and Japan. Joint drills Hercules II concluded the activities with the participation of the Commando Special Forces of Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Cyprus and Greece, in addition to the participation of Jordan, the United States, the Congo, Bahrain as observers. The activities continued 4 days in the fields of fighting training at the Mohammed Naguib military base and the areas in the northern military region. The drills come in the framework of the plan of the joint exercises of the armed forces to exchange expertise and boosting military cooperation with the friendly countries. Rival armed groups exchanged the gunfire in the Libyan capital, killing at least 2 people and raising fears of an all-out conflict in a country embroiled in a grave political crisis. The fighting follows months of rising tensions between the two administrations vying for control of the North African country and the vast oil resources. Small arms fire and explosions rocked several districts of Tripoli overnight and into Saturday as the two rival administrations exchanged the blame. French President Emmanuel Macron and the Algerian